What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my ranked VGC series. We are beginner tier 1 right now, but we are aiming for Master Ball. That's the current aim. You guys said you wanted to see every battle on the road to Master Ball, so that's what we're doing. And a lot of you guys said that you were fed up with me using Shofu's team, and you wanted me to use my own team. And, oh, wow, we just shot up. Okay, cool. No idea why we shot up like that, but I'm very happy with that. So, we are using my team here. This is a team that I made on my other Switch, but I have made a rental code. And this is the first version of Duncan Trick Room. Now, I have updated it. Lucario is no longer on the team. I want to use this version in a video first, just to show you the evolution of the team over time, because obviously, this wasn't just like, oh, I'm done and I've got my perfect team. So it's changed a bit. The Lucario slot has changed. The Whimsicott slot might be changing to Grimmsnarl and going pure Trick Room, but right now we've got the double mode with the Tailwind and the Trick Room. But the problem is that our Trick Room sweepers are so slow that actually the Tailwind doesn't really help us. There's also a temptation to drop the Wolfie tech, which you will see us using in this team. We're using the Wolfie anti-Dynamax tech. There is a temptation here to drop that entirely and put Rabombi on the team as my alternate mode. Because Rabombi gets Speed Swap onto Snorlax. It also gets Pollen Puff, which is a really good way to heal your Snorlax. And it can devastate teams, honestly, this Snorlax with Pollen Puff. We are up against another Trick Room team. So one of my favorite things to do against opposing Trick Room is not bothering to bring any of my Trick Room users. Because either they set up Trick Room for me, or we're speed tying anyway. So me wasting turns setting up Trick Room doesn't work great. But I like to lead fast against Trick Room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lead Whimsicott. Mudsdale kind of runs up on this team. I'm going to lead Whimsicott Mudsdale, and I'm just going to beat up my Mudsdale first thing. Ooh, he's got mostly special attackers, though, but I am assault vested. Yeah, I think I'm going to lead Whimsicott Mudsdale. I think that's a very safe lead, because I can always Tailwind and outspeed his Trick Room team. I like Lucario a lot here. Honestly, it kind of bodies 4 of his Mons. So, I like Lucario. Do I want to lead with Lucario or Mudsdale? Let's lead Lucario, and keep Mudsdale and Snorlax in the back, I think. Do I want Snorlax over Hatterene? Yes, I want Snorlax over Hatterene. Okay. So, I probably should have shown the team off, but you will see the moves as we go. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the field. You are not going to be able to see the moves if I'm over here. Where do I want to move my camera where you'll be able to see the moves much better? I think here is better. Let me know in the comments down below. Again, this series is evolving as we go, so just, you know, keep me informed as to what you guys think works, and that'll be very helpful. So he has led with pure Trick Room lead, right? Which is fine. I don't mind him leading with a Trick Room mode at all. It's kind of weird that he would lead with the pure Trick Room mode when I'm... Right, so he can't afford to let me beat up Lucario and... Right, so I can taunt here, which will stop him following me next turn, or I can beat up Lucario and get that boost. I think I beat up Lucario, and I go for Meteor Mash into the Hatterene just in case. If it doesn't work out, it's going to be fine. He did protect Indeedee. That is huge. That is huge. Whimsicott is EV'd to be 1 point faster than Lucario for these techs. +3 Lucario should be able to OHKO even through Berry with Meteor Mash. Kind of wishing that I had Dynamaxed here, because that protect was wild. That protect was super wild. So +3 Lucario. Oh, it's +4. Of course it is. Of course it is. 4 Mons. I forgot that it counted Lucario even though it's on the field. And Meteor Mash is going to just OHKO this Mon. It's going to OHKO it. Absolutely. Absolutely no Trick Room. Absolutely no chance. This is why I run 2 modes. I think this is the reason, the main reason I run 2 modes, is it gives your opponent absolutely no chance if they misplay 1 time, because they can't beat you with their Trick Room team. This is like my anti-Trick Room lead. So, he's brought out another priority stopper. I kind of want to taunt the Ndidi. It could high jump kick me here, right? I'm either going to switcheroo or I'm going to taunt. I think I'm going to switcheroo this, and I'm going to protect Lucario. Just to get just to get the item onto Tsarina, so that next turn I have the option of Moonblast attack, switching out one of the mons and killing the other. So I think it... Oh! Oh, Queenly Majesty stops that? That's crazy. At least I got the high jump kick right, and he's done that. Queenly Majesty stops Trick. I thought it worked like Psychic Terrain. I thought it only had stopped attacking moves. That's very, very interesting. I'm going to Moonblast, and I'm going to Meteor Mash. And that's very safe. But that is interesting. I did not know it worked like that. Oh, that's a shame. Because now I'm going to double in DD. He is going to be able to kill Lucario with a drop kick, with a high jump kick here. Switch out with its eject button. Okay, whatever's coming in is getting obliterated, which I don't think my opponent is happy about. I don't think my opponent wanted his mons getting switched out and then obliterated. Oh, he did not want me to obliterate Alcremie here. This is amazing. That was a great turn. Ooh. And the attack raise, which you can't complain about. So this Whimsicott Lucario lead has kind of done really well for me. I haven't Dynamaxed yet. Oh, he missed. Okay. I'm going to Dynamax Lucario now. I don't know if that high jump kick would have killed me. I think it would have. So that miss definitely made my life a lot easier. I'm going to Moonblast into the Tsarina. I'm going to Dynamax and Max Steel Spike into the Ndidi. And that should be game. Yep, that's game. All right, what a great game to show off the fast mode of this team. And now I'm questioning whether I should change that mode at all, because in the right situation, it just works. It just works. Of course, we are going to continue battling. And we're climbing those tiers. We're in the Pokeball tier. Nice! All right, let's get another battle. Let's change the music up a little bit. I do like the Gym Leader Tournament, you know, champion themes. 4-1 is not bad. Whoa. A battle against Kura, rank 4. Very scary. Right, so he has a fake out user. He has a rain mode. Rain doesn't really bother this team, but it does mean that for Trick Room Setter, I probably want Hatterene over Dusclops here because of the Dragapult. But I'm probably bringing both. I'm probably leading... Ooh. I'm probably leading Hatterene... Snorlax. No, I'm leading Dusclops Snorlax for the rain mode. And then Hatterene Mudsdale in the back. This is really bad because rain is my worst matchup. And it's one of the reasons I wanted to change Lucario, actually. But I'll get back to that in the future when I talk about the new team next episode. Right now, we're going to do the best with what we've got. But this is one of our worst matchups. They are probably bringing Pelipper, Ludicolo, Barraskewda, and Dragapult would be the 4 that I've seen the most often in this matchup. And so Mudsdale is really good, but also does struggle with the fact that a lot of those mons do hit KO it very, very easily. Whimsicott would have helped with the Mudsdale to get that beat up to stop our Barraskewda from doing it, but honestly... He led Parry Arrow. Okay, that's actually fine. What I love here as a play is just protect Trick Room, honestly, because Barraskewda doesn't live a hit from Snorlax. So I really like Trick Room and protect here. These mons cannot kill Dusclops in one turn, and he didn't lead with a fake outer, which obviously wouldn't be able to touch Dusclops anyway. It's why Dusclops is such a good Trick Room setter. This is a very, very bulky Dusclops, and it is mixed bulk. They can do about 80% to it, and the next turn I can burn the Barraskewda. He is Dynamaxing. Now it might die, and that could be game. I didn't expect him to Dynamax either of these mons, but he's Dynamaxing the Skewda. Really wish I'd led the Whimsicott Lucario and predicted this, because this is going to be bad news bears. I hope he doubled Snorlax. I hope he doubled Snorlax, being afraid of the Snorlax setup. But he probably at this point doubles. Yeah. Max Darkness is going to do a chunk. And now I'm in range. I screwed that up. I screwed that up. And the Spadef drop means that now Pelipper can OHKO. He went into Snorlax! That is such a misplay on my opponent's part. That is such a misplay on my opponent's part. It's kind of huge. I definitely want to Will-O-Wisp into this Barraskewda. And honestly, with the Spadef drop, I'm kind of tempted to switch in Hatterene here. And then bring Snorlax back in. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to Will-O-Wisp and I'm going to bring in Hatterene. I don't want to take too much damage on Snorlax when Mudsdale loses to so much of his team. So Hatterene here is going to be great for spread damage. It's going to be great for taking out the Pelibird. Will-O-Wisp is huge here on this Hastakuda, on this Arakuda, Barraskewda thing. He's going to Scald into the Hatterene slot. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. And then Max Darkness into Dusclops slot. Yeah. So I think actually what I'm going to do now is go Mudsdale and Max Rock the Pelipper. Because I need that Pelipper gone. And Max Rock plus Dazzling Gleam guarantees it. Which I think is my best play here. I still got Snorlax in the back. Obviously, would have preferred to max my Snorlax. But in this situation, Mudsdale is fine. Because Max Rock is going to put the Pelipper on its Sash, if it's Sashed. And then Dazzling Gleam will finish it off and do a ton to Barraskewda. Barraskewda is very, very, very fragile. It's a glass cannon. All my team is in Beast Balls, by the way, so enjoy that. The full Beast Ball team. Very, very difficult to do. So respect me. The fact that I've given you guys a rental team with that. There should be a rental team's code on the screen either at the beginning of the video. No, it's going to be at the end of the video at this point because I didn't put it up yet. So, oof, that is a big chunk of damage. And then Max Rockfall is going to reduce the power of that water move, allowing Mudsdale to live it, especially now that Pelipper is dead and that the rain is gone. So even now, the water move is going to do so much less. With that burn as well, he's just going to do so much less damage to me that I think we've played this correctly. He's going to get the rain back up. That's absolutely fine. We can always Max Rockfall again. And we drank that. Considering how strong Barraskewda is, we absolutely absorbed that into our souls. We're going to get our stamina, you know, young Mudsdale. Gonna get that wet dog. It's not a horse. I'm not using a team with a horse on it. That is a wet dog, and I will fight anybody who says otherwise. So don't try and argue with me. Now Arcanine, not a problem at all. We do OHKO Arcanine at -1 attack. So I'm actually fine here. Dazzling Gleaming. That kills the Barraskewda. And just going for the Max Quake into the Arcanine slot. If he doubles Arcanine out, that's a thing. Did he even intimidate me? No. That's justified Arcanine with no reason. Okay, well, whatever. This is a completely safe turn. We still have our Trick Room. He may protect, and that's absolutely fine if he does. Arcanine used Extreme Speed. That may take me out. It does. Okay. Oh, the crit! I think the crit might have mattered. Unless he's banded, that crit mattered. But we are going to be able to take out his Arcanine here, which is huge. He's only got a burned Barraskewda. I'm not worried about that taking out my Mudsdale. Especially with even in the rain. Even in the rain, I'm not too worried about it. Especially with the defense boost that we got last turn off of stamina. Yeah, this isn't killing. Eating Mudsdale is such a threat. There's a reason I had to use this wet dog. Even if it looks slightly like a horse, there's a reason I had to use this absolute savage. And that reason is that it is just unstoppably strong. So we're going to run out of Trick Room this turn. I believe this is our last turn of Trick Room. And so we're going to have to make the most of it. And Barraskewda is by far not the threat here. Absolutely the threat is this this Lansorian. I believe this is our last turn of Trick Room. I'm just going to double check. It is. So I'm not going to do anything except Darkest Lariat. I'm not going to Belly Drum here. If he protects Lansorian and attacks, then that's an unfortunate turn for me. No, he didn't. Snorlax going to pull off the Darkest Lariat. And then we're going to go with the Max Quake and just finish this thing off. That was a super solid game. I had to play to my outs. He definitely misplayed that first turn by not doubling the Trick Room user. Trying to have his cake and eat it too by like max darknessing. And then, because he's probably used to max darkness killing Dusclops even. Most Dusclops will die. I run it a lot bulkier than most people. We are going to be able to eat our berry here. If we had belly drummed here, we'd have been in a lot of trouble this turn. Especially if that had been Sash on the Dragapult. So I'm glad we made the plays we did. We now have 2 Mons left. He's only got single target moves. There is literally no way we can lose this game. I'm going to use 2 100% accurate moves on this Hastakuda, and I'm going to take it out. The Twisted Dimensions do return to normal, and I think my big horse is going to shrink. My big dog? Sorry, my big wet dog. But we've managed to secure another win. I'm going to Body Press, and I'm going to Facade, and we're going to take down this Barrascuda, and we're going to win the game. He went a bit too aggressive, a bit too fast, and it did cost him this game. He's not going to KO me here. Ooh, he did. And now he thinks, ooh, maybe I've got a chance. Maybe if he belly drummed with Snorlax, like, oh, no, never mind. Look, it's a 1-0, but against my worst possible matchup. We do have a much better matchup against this with the newer team, and then the final version of the team has a way better matchup against Rain, just because of one Mon that it carries. But that final version might not be as good as the middle version, so it might never see the light of day. I haven't actually tested it yet. I will be testing it on live stream over at twitch.tv/DuncanCantDie. Let's get one more battle with this version of the team. Let's get to that tier 5, halfway to Master Ball kind of thing. With 5-1 as our record, we're almost on track to match that 23-2 from... Oh, I just realized I've left my stream overlay on this whole time. I apologize for that. That's very unprofessional. So we're up against a Drill Rush team. These teams often like to lead Excadrill and immediately. But here's the thing. Mudsdale whomps on this team once Rotom is dead, right? Once Rotom is gone, I really like Snorlax here as well. I think we're bringing pure Trick Room here. I think we're bringing pure Trick Room. Why do I want to lead Whimsicott Lucario? I don't. I don't think so. I think we're leading with the Dusclops Snorlax, and we're bringing Mudsdale Hatterene in the back. I regretted it last time when I didn't bring Whimsy, but this time I think it's a much more solid play. I'm a little worried about Rotom. A little tad bit worried about Rotom. I'm not gonna lie, Rotom's a massive threat here. We have a water weakness with this version of the team. I'm not sure if you guys noticed that. We have a bit of a problem with strong water types. Just because they tend to just fire off strong water type moves. But Bishop, Whimsy. Life Orb Bishop plus Whimsicott. I'm going to Belly Drum. And Trick Room. It doesn't kill me. If he doubles Dusclops, does it kill me? I'm going to Belly Drum Ally Switch. This may be a huge misplay. And he did go for my Trick Room setter. So that's Snorlax. And then Throat Chop on Snorlax. So yeah, he was definitely trying to kill Dusclops. We're going to get off our Belly Drum. I don't think Moonblast plus Throat Chop kills. And I think he's going to be really worried about Snorlax here. So I think I'm going to get a Trick Room off while I protect with Snorlax. Obviously, Snorlax is a little less well off as I'd have liked. I'd have liked him to be a little bit healthier here. Kind of looking to Will-O-Wisp this Bishop. Switching the Whimsy into his Gastrodon. Okay. Snorlax going to protect. Are we going to get an attack into Snorlax with the Bishop? Throat Chop into Snorlax. Yep, he wanted that Snorlax sorted. So we're going to Trick Room. I kind of like the idea of burning the Bishop. But I like Ally Switch into attack on the Gastrodon more. Because I think he's going to target Snorlax here with a Sucker Punch. And Ally Switch makes Sucker Punch fail unless I'm remembering incorrectly. As far as I remember, Ally Switch Sucker Punch still targets a slot. And Ally Switch is a non-attacking move that then moves me into that slot. He's going Dynamax. Dynamax Gastro? Dynamax Gastrodon. Okay, really making that Gastrodon nice and big and bulky. Always a problem. Now, Facade should still be a 2-hit KO here. But I'm going to get an Ally Switch off. I think he Sucker Punches here. That would be my play. He does not. This is a 2-hit KO. Ooh, not anymore. Citrus Berry? Ooh, it's still a 2-hit KO. Okay. Into Dusclops' slot now. Yes, that Ally Switch was great. That was a great Ally Switch. Unless, of course, he Throat Chop the other slot, which probably the smart one. Smart play, right? To Throat Chop into the Dusclops slot. If he didn't Sucker Punch. I thought he was going to Sucker. No, he's going to take out Snorlax. That is really bad. No, that was a very safe play by my opponent. I think my Belly Drum at the beginning was a risk that I shouldn't have taken. I can go Hatterene here. And then Dynamax and Max Mindstorm. Or I can go Mudsdale, Dynamax, Max Quake. I think I go Mudsdale, Dynamax, Max Quake. I'm AV. That Gastrodon healed a lot of health with that Citrus. So that's a problem. Boosts my Spadef, which I like. And I'm going to Will-O-Wisp into the Bishop slot. Ooh, dear. Lots of difficult plays here. If I misjudge this Will-O-Wisp, I think he's going to predict the Ally Switch and go for the Water move into my Dusclops slot. I'm praying he predicts the Ally Switch and goes for a Water move into the Dusclops slot. Because otherwise I'm in... Oh. I'm in all kinds of trouble. I'm in all kinds of trouble if he doesn't. But here's the Max Quake. This will not kill, but it will be a 2-hit KO now. And it's going to give me Spadef boosts. Which, I think Spadef boosts right now on this Mudsdale are highly significant. So, it's a shame I misjudged that Sucker Punch play. Max Geyser. He is going Max Geyser. Please into Dusclops slot. He did! He predicted the Ally Switch! Beautiful. Beautiful that he predicted that Ally Switch, because Mudsdale will now kill Gastro outright. That is a dead Gastrodon. He missed! Ah! That's an unfortunate miss. That's a really unfortunate miss. We took twice as much damage. We'd have only taken less than 50 damage on that hit, which would have been really, really nice. We're going to Max Quake the Gastro because we don't have a choice. We're going to Will-O-Wisp that Bishop again. Like, really desperately want to get that Will-O-Wisp off. He may Max Guard. Yeah, Max Guard was a fair play. It's a fair play. Obviously, Max Quake bounces on the Max Guard, but we are going to get a nice Will-O-Wisp off here. And then we'll kill Gastrodon next turn. Honestly. Actually, now the Gastrodon shrunk, I may be able to just kill it with Hex. Oh, even better if he kills Dusclops. He doesn't because of the burn. Although now the burned Bishop really isn't a threat to either of my Mons. So I think I'd rather just get rid of the Gastrodon that in the rain could be a huge threat. Or it could click Recover or something like that. So I'm actually just going to Max Quake the Gastro. I'm not going to Max Steel Spike as much as like... Ooh, Max Knuckle though. Max Knuckle will still kill it. And the attack boost could be nice. And I'm going to Ally Switch, hoping he targets Mudsdale, and therefore I can get him to kill the Dusclops while I still have some Trick Room left. So we'll ally switch here. Max Knuckle will finish this Gastro off. And after finishing Gastro off and getting an attack boost, which is really significant because it means that when I'm no longer Big Boy, I'm going to be able to get some serious damage off. And he did target that slot. Perfect. Ignoring the Dusclops. I wanted Dusclops to die. Hatterene is a better Trick Room setter at this point for the new Trick Room that I need to put up. And just being able to bring it in for free is really, really good. So bringing in Hatterene for free this turn is really, really solid for me when he only has one mon that threatens it. I mean, Bishop, even with the steal move, it's doing nothing because I have my Babiri Berry. My Babiri Berry! So he's not going to be able to damage Hatterene enough, I don't think, to stop another Trick Room going up. Especially with Whimsicott. He may taunt. He may actually taunt here. I still think I Trick Room. Just in case. And I'm going to Iron Head straight into this Whimsicott slot because I'm not bothered by Bishop at all. I'm just not bothered. But he may taunt. Or he may Moonblast Iron Head to try and take out this thing. Yep. Oh, yeah, 0. 0 damage. And activate Stamina again. So now I'm even less a threat from Bishop. My Babiri Berry. And hopefully I don't flinch. If I flinch, that's the worst turn. It's the worst turn for me to possibly ever flinch. Because I won't live another one of those. That says Focus Sash, obviously. And if I get Trick Room up, that's game. If I get Trick Room up here, that is the whole game. And I did. So that's the game. I'm expecting my opponent to forfeit now. I would forfeit if I was my opponent in this situation. Obviously, Dazzling Gleam's going to kill both these mons, but if it doesn't, manage to pick up the KO on Bishop, there is Body Press coming into Bishop here, which 100% kills it, especially at +3 defense. I would obliterate a Bishop from full here. I don't think I'm at risk from his mon in the back being a problem. He's just giving me more stamina. Young Mudsdale, who trying to test my stamina? He's such a good Pokemon. This is such a good dog. Magic Bounce! He tried to Encore me into Trick Room. Hilarious. Hilarious. That's why Hatterene is such a good Trick Room setter, by the way, for anybody wondering. Can't be taunted, can't be encored. I was hoping he would taunt it earlier because it would have been really funny, but yeah, we have two absolute beasts out here. The +1 attack, +4 defense Mudsdale, and then the Hatterene in Trick Room, which is such a threat that people just massively underestimate it. I hope that you guys see how good this team is now. Yeah, +1 attack Iron Head plus a Psychic here is going to absolutely demolish this thing. So I'm not worried at all. Unless he's like Iron Ball Sylveon, so he's slower than me. But he's not. Oof, that's so much damage. And that is the whole game. That is the whole video. I hope you guys enjoy this team. I'm going to get Beryl to throw up a graphic right now with the rental code if you want to try out this version of the team. Please let me know if you've got any adjustments that you would make in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.